Global Education Media presents Education Report on TV, the television program that promotes educational events and activities across the country for parents, students, practitioners in educational fields across categories, corporate organizations with products and services that appeal to the youths, government officials, particularly those saddled with the responsibility of managing education, and the general public. It also covers programs and activities in the educational sector, such as awards and opening ceremonies, school into-house sports, collaborative engagement with NGOs, as well as corporate organizations, plus vocational and technical education, institution for people with special education needs, individual contribution towards the growth and development of education while celebrating success in the educational sector at all levels. Please contact 0803-323-2771 or 0812-120-1359. Education Report on TV, promoting excellence in education on television nationwide.
In commemoration of the 8th year in office of the Governor of Lagos State, Mr. Babatunde Raji Fashola San, the state's Ministry of Education organized the 2015 press briefing. Present were the state's Commissioner for Education, Mrs. Olayinka Oladunjoye, the Commissioner for Information and Strategy, Mr. Lateef Ibirogba, the Special Advisor to the Governor on Education, Otumba Fatai Olukoga, the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Education, Mrs. Omolara Erugbobo, Tutor General, Permanent Secretaries of the state's education districts, and other stakeholders amongst other dignitaries. Speaking at the press briefing, the Commissioner for Education, Mrs. Olayinka Oladunjoye, reiterated the Lagos State government's commitment in the provision of infrastructure in its schools. According to her, adequate infrastructure is of utmost importance as quality teaching and learning can only be achieved in a conducive environment.
We believe that only when you have good infrastructure, that teachers and even learners themselves can be comfortable when they are doing the learning and the teaching. We continuously procure furniture for our students. On the period under review, we've done 10,000 pairs of dual desks and benches, all wood, to our public secondary schools. We have rehabilitated the hostel and Lagos State Senior Service Model College at Igbobo in Ikorodu. We constructed a new boys hostel for Badagry Senior Grammar School, a building that was burnt beyond repairs a couple of months back. We've done fences in some of our schools.
The Commissioner also disclosed that the state government has provided 32 public secondary schools with 3 well-equipped laboratories each.
In furtherance of government resolve to continue to provide science laboratories in our schools, I'm happy to report that in the period under review, no fewer than 32 senior secondary schools were installed with 3 standard science laboratories each.
She further stated that 400 teachers have been trained in information communications curriculum, while 14 teachers selected from the education districts were trained on modern and innovative techniques of teaching mathematics at the National Mathematics Center in Abuja.
400 of our teachers were trained in ICT curriculum, just as mathematics training clinics were held for 14 mathematics teachers spread across the 6 education districts on modern and innovative techniques of teaching mathematics at the National Mathematics Center in Abuja. Indeed, the clinic and training has since been cascaded to other teachers in the states as such that no fewer than 442 mathematics teachers have been beneficiaries of this.
The Commissioner also noted that 4 new secondary schools were established within the last 1 year to cater for the demands for secondary education, while some school buildings were renovated.
We established Songo Junior Secondary School, which is an inclusive school in Agege, Ajara Comprehensive Senior Secondary School at Ajara Toko, Community Senior Secondary School, Risumbari Ayoko in Alimosho. We've done District Senior College, Meron, Alimosho. These are schools that we have established from the existing ones. We have rehabilitated 456 classrooms and 28 schools, including primary schools, secondary schools, and technical and vocational schools as well.
The Special Advisor to the Lagos State Governor on Education, Otumba Fatai Olukoga, spoke on the activities of the state government in the area of higher education.
The agency has embarked on the sanitization of the campaign across local government and all the local government areas, with a view to increase the number of adult learners. Also, additional adult learning centers have been opened in LGAs and SEDs. All these have been manifested in increasing the rate in the state, which is now stand at 89%, as again 75% 87.5 in 2005.
Recently, we have also secured 2 additional programs, that is ND, that's Mathematics and Statistics, and ND in Mechatronics Engineering. Our enrollment has been improving over the years. We have increased enrollment to 5,263, and we have also witnessed increase in the enrollment of female students.
We got to the college where we had about 3,151 backlog of certificates that had not been released, and through the assistance of the Honorable Commissioner, Special Advisor and the Governor, we were able to clear the backlog.
For the National Mathematics Competition, that is for Colleges of Education, the Colleges of Education aspect of it, we won the 2nd position throughout the nation. In the staff professional development, our academic staff secured from TETFund a 10 million naira research grant, and they are presently working at different stages of research development in education.
On the part of the Chairman State Universal Basic Education Board, SUBEB, Mrs. Golawon Khadija Daudu, highlighted the achievements recorded by SUBEB in the last 1 year.
In the area of infrastructural development, a total of 531 classrooms and 678 toilet cubicles were completed and 9 educated for use, while wall fences, including gates and gatehouses, were completed in many schools. During the period under review, 5,203 participants, comprising the State Improvement Team, School Improvement Officers, SIOs, Education Secretaries, Head of Sections at the LGA, Head Teachers and Class Teachers were trained in literacy and numeracy teaching skills.
The special advisor to the governor on a core project, Ms. Ronke Aziz, was also present at the press briefing, gave an account of our agency's performance.
The project supports over 500,000 public school students in 671 secondary schools, over 7,000 teachers and school administrators, and it also strengthens capacity of education districts. This year, schools received over 1 billion naira as grants, and a total of 7.4 billion has been disbursed directly to schools in the last 5 years for instructional materials, equipment, minor repairs, volunteer teachers, coaching, etc.
Capacity building of teachers. The capacity building we are talking of that we are interested in the learning outcomes of our students. So we train them how to engage in what we call internal quality assurance. It is aimed at detecting the competency level of our teachers. If there is need to move it up, then instead of training, will be arranged for those teachers, and then we'll be able to reach the maximum level that the state government expects from them.
The newly established Office of Education Quality Assurance was not left out, as the Director General, Mrs. Ronke Shoyombo, was on ground to give a report.
Now, the agency is responsible for quality assuring public schools, approving private schools, and quality assuring private schools below tertiary level with a view to improving learning outcomes. Since assumption of office, we have undertaken a lot of in-house training to keep all our officers abreast of all the changes in the education sector. Representatives of both public and private school associations have been met to update them of the new developments in education.
The Director of the Lagos State Examinations Board, Mr. Femi Hassan, and the Executive Secretary, Lagos State Technical and Vocational Education Board, Engineer Olawumi Gaspar, gave details of the activities of their boards.
The board successfully introduced the use of customized properties to capture candidates' data and rectification of candidates accurately for all school and non-school-based exams. In addition, the board also produced internally a pre-labeled optical mark reader, that is OMR, with the candidates' photographs embossed on them. And this has been adjudged to be the first of its kind in Africa. And
we have allowed our teachers to experience the teachers' industrial work experience in every year. This is important because we want the industry to come to the college and also the college to go to the industry. Because of that strong partnership, we have our students automatically recruited by Dangote, and most of them undergoing training at the Dangote Academy.
Journalists were given an opportunity to ask questions and the appropriate answers were provided. With all the achievements recorded in the state's education sector, Rizal saying that the Lagos State government is leaving no stone unturned in ensuring that education reaches an enviable height in the state.